Here is how I currently get around. All the gear tied to the trolley using bungees and straps. It's an efficient way of getting about. It saves me from having to carry anything. However, it wouldn't fare very well if I wanted to travel far and wide. There's no getting on planes or coaches with any ease with this setup. But I could get on a plane or a coach like this. Get rid of the trolley, get rid of the big bulky guitar case, put the amp on my back and Bob is my uncle. Why is that saying? But Ben, where's your guitar, you might ask? Well, my friends, have I got something to show you in today's video. No, this isn't a violin or a bassoon. Believe it or not, inside this little case is a guitar. Introducing the Hush iPro by Donner Guitars. It's basically a fretboard with the tiniest little body you've ever seen. It's absolutely hilarious, but ideal for anyone that wants to travel. And I guess that is where its target market is at. I want to give a shout out to Donner Guitars who have sent me this. They haven't paid me to make this video, but they did send me it and asked me to review it in a case scenario of busking and traveling. But before we take it anywhere exotic, I want to make sure it's good. So that's what today's video is all about, a little review. One of the most exciting things about the Donner guitar is the fact that in theory you could take it on a plane. I should imagine most airlines are okay with it going on up in the overhead carriage, unless of course it's Ryanair. So we've come here to somewhat sunny Horsham to test it out. This will be a non-biased, completely fair review from me. I'm not going to beat around the bush just because they gave it to me. Let's see how we go. Well, that was certainly easy. Makes walking around a bit simpler. That is of course that I didn't take all of my other stuff because I'm a creature of habit and can't help myself but use my usual setup at the same time as using a brand new guitar. Oh look, my stuff has somehow magically appeared. Like a time portal must have opened up or something. Thanks universe, I appreciate that. It's not like I had to do that journey with all of the gear. Making a video about how you can be more efficient with a travel guitar and a travel setup, only to travel with even more gear than usual. That would be a stupid thing to do. Okay, because I know that you're really here to see this guitar, I'll hand you over to past me to go through a little unboxing, unpacking, and a little like first taster, and then past me will switch back to future me, and future me will take you through the guitar in a busk scenario. So over to past me. Okay. Okay, we've got some picks and is that a whammy bar? A lead. Oh wow. Could do with a few spare leads if I'm honest. Microfiber cloth, a USB cable. I'm assuming that's to charge it. Headphones. Ah. Got some headphones. This is crazy. Why have I got a pair of in-ears with the guitar? So we have a quick start guide and we have a, you know, your normal big guide. I am terrible for reading instructions. A strap for the case and a strap for the guitar. You have these shapes. It is cool how it's all self-contained, like everything you need is within the one case. It literally is just a fretboard basically, isn't it? All of the tuning pegs down here. Here's this onboard computer interface type vibe. So these just like click in. So this gives it the guitar shape, which is probably an aesthetic thing, but also it makes it like playable. It's well set up, right out the box. The bits that create the shape are actually quite useful. So the bypass is to bypass this effects board, and I'm guessing that just means like when you plug it in. Oh, so there's all these presets on it with all of the different effects. I guess it doesn't really mean anything. till we plug it in. That currently says bypass, so that's bypassing the entire onboard computer. This is its default sound. So that obviously has the effects on that I have on the Mackie. Just as I usually set it up with my Michael Kelly, with my other guitar. Oh, it's there. It's all really easy to get used to. Doesn't take much of a learning curve, and that's coming from someone that doesn't read instructions. So that's cool.
And whilst I get a bit too carried away with the preset effects, let's go back to the future.
You alright? How's it going?
You alright?
I'm all good, yeah. Thanks for the concern. I'm making a YouTube video. A YouTube video. I'm reviewing this little guitar, yeah. It's funny, isn't it? It's weird looking. It's like a guitar of the future. Yeah, this thing is. Well, I've had 2 people come up to me and ask me about the guitar already, and we're only like 20 minutes in. One guy said he didn't really like the look of it and he didn't think it sounded as good as my usual acoustic. And that old lady asked me what the F it was, but she has just given me a tenner, so she's a legend. And she started dancing with a group of little kids, so that was a really wholesome moment. I'm having some tuning issues as well right now. I think I won't be able to give it a really fair review until we've finished the Busked and we're a couple of hours in. We're just ironing out the creases at the moment. Teething. We're teething. I've been going between bypassing the onboard sound and I've been using position 1 or preset 1. I think preset 1 sounds slightly better. It hasn't got much in the way of inbuilt effects on it. I think it's just got one of the acoustic simulators on, maybe a bit of reverb. It's really difficult to see that screen on the guitar, like when I was trying to tune it up as well. It's like really good in theory, but I think that the fact that I'm outside means it's really hard to see. Here I go again, mama, how can I resist you? Mamma mia, do you really know how I am? But also this bar, it gets in the way, so you can't see it. It also gets in the way of the buttons. So if I'm trying to adjust my volume like halfway through a song, it's really hard to find that button. I'm also finding myself like hitting these pegs quite a lot. It's definitely a learning curve to get used to the shape. I am quite grateful for this bar though, because it gives me like something to lean on, which is quite intuitive because you're used to having a body of a guitar, you know, whether you're playing electric or acoustic. So actually the bar's good in that way. It just gets in the way of the dials and the screen. Usually I've got this hand on the tuning peg, my left hand, and I'm playing the string with my right. But on this guitar, you do it with your right hand over here, and you're playing the string with your left hand, which intuitively, if you've only ever done it this way around, makes no sense. It's really hard to do. It's not necessarily that that's wrong with the guitar, it's just, it would take some getting used to. It's not something you're going to get used to in one session.
See my execution getting worn out. Oh Lord, when I'm braindead.
Playability wise, actually the fretboards are really nice. It feels very much like an electric in your hand. The action's nice. You know, the fretboard itself has a nice feel to it. It's nice that it's made of wood. You know, a lot of these travel guitars, they compromise on the material they're made from, whereas they haven't here, which is nice.
It's crazy how heaven that just seems to come your way. What I thought was gonna be that dead me was my saving grace.
Yeah, like the feeling of it isn't too bad once you get used to it. I think that it just requires getting used to. The question is do you want to get used to it? I guess it's what you're using the guitar for. If you're using it as a travel guitar, you know, you're on a big worldwide travel for the next 6 months, could be a really good shout. If you're not, it's also funny looking. I have had several comments of people ask me what it is. Like I said, it's better for me to get a full busk in first and then mull it over a little bit before I make any hasty conclusions. The busk's going well though. I'm having a good time. The people at Horsham are showing up and it hasn't rained yet.
I've been on the head of a redneck boy 3 weeks now. That all started on the day she won't die.
Let me give you some specs then. The Donner Guitar Hush iPro specs. It has 18 inbuilt effects. It's got 8 acoustic body simulators. It's got 20 IR slots. IR stands for impulse response. I had to look that up. I had no idea what that meant. IR, or impulse response, is a sonic fingerprint. So it's just like a preset.
Now I gotta see my extension money and more now. Oh Lord, when I'm rained.
It boasts a resonance-free design, which is actually something I kind of don't like about it. I want my acoustic guitar to have some resonance. I want to be able to hear it, but we'll get to that later on. It's 2.2 kg heavy, which is pretty standard actually for an acoustic guitar. Weight-wise, it feels quite nice. It doesn't feel too light. It does feel a little bit like you're playing a mini guitar. The fretboard is 20 frets, so actually, in terms of fretboard, it's a kind of standard size guitar, but just the shape of it and the overall size means it does feel like you're playing a miniature edition of an acoustic or a guitar.
Never knew my old man's truck even run like that.
It boasts an 8-hour battery life and it charges with a USB-C somewhere over here. It comes with the gig bag, which is pretty useful. Always like it when a guitar comes with a gig bag. In fact, this comes with everything you could ever need other than an amp. Headphones, which I guess means like you can practice. If you were traveling and doing like lots of hostels and stuff and didn't have a lot of privacy, that would be quite a good advantage, I suppose. You get a lead with it, you get a strap with it, you get the bits that make it look like a guitar, which could probably double up as a weapon if you found yourself in a precarious situation. It's got all the adjustment tools. It even comes with picks. It's kind of everything you need to get going, which I guess, like if you were out traveling and you're a guitar player and you haven't got a guitar with you, you know, it's an all-in-one kind of thing. And the retail price is currently £319.99 from the Donner Music website, but they have provided me with 2 product links, which I've put in the description, and a discount code of between 12 and 15% off. And that code is AugustR. That's also in the description and I'll put it somewhere. I don't know why there's ambiguity of how much you get discounted, but I guess put the code in and see what you get. Again, this isn't a sponsored video, they just have given me this guitar and asked me to promote those links. So it plays well. It's a bit counterintuitive with all the tuning over here, and it takes some getting used to with the body. I also think it looks kind of funny. Like if you were quite obviously a traveller and you were like, you know, going around different cities, different places, I guess you'd be less worried about the way it looks. Whereas me here in Horsham today, I've even had a few people who recognise me going, "Where's your acoustic guitar?" I don't think it looks necessarily bad, it just looks strange. But, I mean, it'll be the start of some fun conversations. It sort of comes apart, so you can like take it on airplanes and things. Yeah, it's cool, eh? It's also got some inbuilt effects, as you can see. I've accidentally turned it on. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad sounding or feeling either. Mom! But yeah, it's not too bad. It's just weird to get used to. So all of the tuning pegs are down here as opposed to up here. Yeah. Yeah. It's getting all the interest, this guitar. Some other features you might be interested in. The inbuilt tuner, which is always handy. The onboard interface, it's quite intuitive. It wasn't a steep learning curve to get used to, you know, what was where and how to add effects on and how to change presets and where the volume is. I will say it's quite hard to get to if you're, you know, you've got this on. I know a guy that has one of these and he plays it without these things on. And maybe that's why.
About it now, how it's worked out, continues to work itself all out, yeah. Oh, sky to the music of the street.
Thank you. It comes in 3 different colours. This is the natural spruce, but it comes in white and it comes in a sunburst. And there's also another model called the Hush X Pro, which is more of an electric guitar. It has the pickups on the outside and it's built more of an electric. So it's the same idea, it's a travel guitar, but it's an electric guitar. So if you're more of an electric guitar player, although I would say this is playing much more like an electric guitar than an acoustic guitar. It very much feels and sounds like a electric guitar with an acoustic sim on it, which isn't a bad thing necessarily. It's just, that's what it sounds like.
Street, you know people do smash it and mean so much to me.
The other thing is Donna, as a brand, do make other musical instruments. They make other guitar models as well. They make like a more traditional looking electric guitar, which is cool. They make effects pedals. They make electronic drum kits and stuff. So they're an established brand, which is always nice to know. I think they're based in China. And the guitars, the products are made in China too. But yeah, not a bad little piece of kit. I'll give you a full review when I've finished my bus.
To what people do on the smack shit menu, it means so much to me. Hey, the music of the street, the funeral people do on the smack shit menu, it means so much to me. Oh, yeah. Na, 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 na. Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness. It's hot out here, my friend. Oh man, I am reminded once again, I think I said this the last time I reviewed a piece of equipment. You have to wait till the end of the video to really express your opinion, because at least the first half of the session is just spent teething, working out all the problems, getting the sound right, getting the setup right, getting the feel for it. Because the second half of that busk I actually felt a lot better about the Hush I Pro. I got a lot more comfortable with it, and actually was getting a lot more feedback about the sound, about it being good. A lot of people coming over saying, actually, this sounds really nice. That guitar's very unusual looking, but it sounds very nice. That was like the biggest, everybody that came over to comment today, that's pretty much what they said. But I don't think they were saying it looked strange in a like a poking fun way. I think they were more like, just curious, you know? So what is my overall conclusion? What do I think? I think this is a really good option if you're looking to travel. If you're going on a big travel, like my friend Luis, who featured in a video a couple of weeks ago. He's been traveling the world, right? This would be ideal. You're getting on multiple planes, trains, long coach rides, things like this. This isn't going to take up too much space. You might even get it on as carry-on. That's awesome. Would I buy it as my like main squeeze guitar? Probably not. No. Would I buy it as my first guitar? Probably not either. I recommend, if you're getting a guitar for the first time, get a guitar, not a travel guitar, an actual guitar. But if you're going somewhere, traveling, or you're looking for a companion to travel with, and you don't want to take your main squeezes or one of your main squeezes, great option. Plays well, sounds pretty good. It isn't an acoustic. And come to think of it, I don't think they actually really claim that it's an acoustic. It's geared to sort of be more for acoustic players. There's not actually anything that says in the description or the features of it that it is an actual acoustic. So yeah, make sure you check out the Hush I Pro if you're interested. I do have some product links that they asked me to put in the description, and there is August R is the discount code if you're thinking of buying one and you want something off the full price. Let's go home. And there we have it, folks. Another week with ARP. Checking out the Donner Music Hush I Pro. As said, the product links are in the description, and there is a discount code of between 12 and 15%. See what you get. Thank you once again for watching another video, for being here. We hit 7,000 subscribers. Dang. I'm very grateful for every single person that has clicked that button. So if you did like this video, hit the like button and maybe consider subscribing if you haven't already. If you want to leave me an online donation, hit the super thanks button. And remember, I do have a Patreon page for those feeling more committed. I do have an album out called Keep Showing Up. You can only get it from my website. If you watched last week's video, you know how I feel about streaming platforms, so I don't put my music on there. You can only get it directly from me. AugustRadioProject.com/shop. There's a CD or a digital download. If you buy the CD, you get the digital download. I am writing a book called Busking is the Answer. It's a musician's guide to street performance. It is nearly there, very nearly there. I'll be announcing more in the coming weeks. Until next Monday, have a good one. Peace, love.